just a reminder that we do have microphone holders. We'll have Coach Passner for an opening statement. Then we'll take questions just for the players. We'll dismiss them after questions, and then we'll have questions for Coach Passner.
Okay, yeah. First off, I just want to say that I think Ed Conroy does just a great job with Tulane. I think they're very well coached. You know, he's really, really good. They do a great job. He's one of the, you know, great coaches in the game. And their teams are so hard to play against all the time. And they got, you know, good players. And this league has got, you know, has really good coaches in this league. And so I just wanted to make sure I said that on Ed, on Coach Conroy, because he's one of the, you know, one of the best coaches in this league, and he's known around the country as just a tremendous coach. Regarding us today, I was really proud of our young men. I thought we, you know, we battled. You know, we did a great job evaluating the ball for the most part of the game. Only 9 turnovers. One of them at the end there was because of me, so really 8. And then we had, you know, 10 yesterday. So you're talking under 20 at the pace and speed that we play at. That's at a high level of us evaluating the ball with our pace that we're playing at. Bottom line though is defensively, we're just guarding the right way. Like I said, our first 17 games, we were one of the 10 best teams based on numbers defensively. And then we just had slippage. We stopped guarding the ball screens well. We didn't shrink the floor. We weren't in the gaps. We just weren't good defensively. We had slippage, and that's why we became inconsistent. In the last few weeks, we've gotten back to who we are as a defensive identity, and that's why we're much better right now is because of our defensive presence on the defensive end. To the 3 gentlemen to my right, Dedrick Lawson was terrific. I feel bad that I took him out because he was 1 rebound away from his 17th double-double, which tied Keith Lee. So we'll have to try to get that tomorrow, you know, but because Keith Lee has 17, most for a freshman in Memphis history. Dedrick's got 16. But I thought Shaq, you know, we fed Shaq early. He was active and really got us going active early and helped us get a lead early. And then I thought Markel Crawford, I talked to him this morning because Avery Woodson did not play, and I said, this is an opportunity for Markel. Markel, you got to step up. And you're a great player, and you're talented, and you're a world-class athlete, and you got to be big for us on the glass. And he was terrific tonight. 10 points, 10 rebounds, double-double. Plus, he had 3 assists and no turnovers. So really proud of Markel. Really proud of all the guys. Great win for us. And we know tomorrow versus UConn, they're a great team, very well coached by Coach Ollie. You know, he's one of the best coaches, and they're tremendously talented. And we know we're going to have to play a great game if we would have an opportunity to beat them. So we're going to have to play great, and but we're excited about the challenge, and you know, it should be a high-level game with against 2 high-level teams tomorrow afternoon.
Please raise your hand for questions for the players.
This question is for Shaq. Obviously, you were on the bench. Mike check. You were on the bench there towards the end of the game, probably for rest purposes, and you guys looked like you were having a lot of fun though. You guys were enjoying the game. How long will you guys allow yourselves to enjoy the fact that you've made it to the championship game before you guys re-gear, knowing that you still need to win that game to get?
Well, I know me personally, I was talking to Nick Marshall. He was like, we're going to this shit. We're going to this shit. I said, no, we're going to win.
It means S-H-I-P. Shit.
Shit. I'm sorry. Shit. Championship.
I don't curse, so we would allow that for our players.
We're going to the ship. We're going to the ship. And I said, you know, Nick, we're going to win the championship game because I've been there with Coach, and it's easy to just, like you said, be in that moment of getting there instead of worrying about winning the game. So I know me personally, I'm ready to, you know, I'm going to enjoy the victory with my brothers tonight. We're going to sleep on it and be ready first thing tomorrow morning. So it shouldn't last long.
Shaq, right. Being the senior on this team, you're the energy plug, you know, and, you know, these last moments are your last times with your teammates and your last time to try to win a championship. So are you that much more focused, you know, every time you guys bounce the ball?
It's really a hard thing to do, to be you know, to keep that tunnel vision all the while, you know, being relaxed at the same time. But we have a great mind coach in Greg, and my teammates do a great job of letting me know, you know, one play at a time. We're gonna do it together and just relax. So I have tunnel vision, you know. Of course, you know, I'm excited. I have the, you know, the butterflies of maybe this could be my last game. I say that before every game. Maybe this could be my last game. You know, just throwing it, being realistic with myself, all while enjoying the moment and embracing it with my brother. So it's hard, but I have that tunnel vision and I'm relaxed at the same time.
Dietrich, Coach talked a little bit about the inconsistency that you guys have had throughout the season. What was the mentality like coming into today's game after putting on such a strong performance yesterday to get to this point?
Me personally, I treat every game like one game and it's over with. And me and my brothers, we do the same. Like Shaq said, we talk to the mind coach. He talks to us about one play at a time, one shot at a time, and just taking everything as one as a whole. And just when we win, we put it in the past. We got to regroup because, like Shaq said, any game can be our last game. So moving forward, we're just trying to win as much as possible.
Shaq, a few years ago, you guys played in a mid-season tournament here in Orlando. You guys ended up winning that tournament. Are there any things that, for any experiences or anything at all that you were able to take from that tournament and being able to kind of carry a trophy there at the end of the season you guys might be able to brought into this tournament and bring into that championship game?
Besides the fact of going into the championship game, like you have to win the game, not just being excited for getting there, you got to do it together. After every huddle and every time we bring it in, even before the game, I like to bring everybody into you know, the 5-man huddle and just tell them, you know, whatever we're gonna do in this game, whatever we're gonna do it together. So with that mindset, we win together, we lose together. We live with it as long as we're doing it together. So that team, when I was a freshman in 2012, that team that won. We did it together. It was a 3 overtime thing. We went into 3 overtimes to win the game. It was a nail biter. I still remember it like it was yesterday, but I remember us sticking together. I fouled out, I think the first overtime, second, something like that. But you know, my teammates did a great job of just, you know, everything was together. So I try to, you know, preach that to these guys, and they do a great job of, you know, keeping it together.
I was gonna wait for this question at the end. Dietrich, I think it was like on the far left baseline. You made a move. Was that like a little bit of sham God that you threw, like when you're on the perimeter and you shot? Like, is that what you did? Because it looked like you threw it and then, you know, brought the ball back and then let it go.
Normally, when defenders see the ball, like he throw it out, they try to reach it, and I just brought it back before he could get it. Not just a little step back in, a little fade. It would have been a foul.
Did you slip?
And I did slip to make the floor wet.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys. And also, you know, just in case, you know, win or lose tomorrow, if I don't have time to say it, I do want to give a shout out to, I thought that the host city's been great, and it's not just because we've won 2 games. Everyone here at UCF has done a great job, and obviously the American Conference, my man OJ's right there, who I think's as good as you get. So, but I do want to say that everyone in the host city and the volunteers have been really, really good. It's been a great experience here in Orlando.
Coach, at this point in the season, you've scouted, you've seen the team multiple times. You kind of started to get a little bit hot, and Daniel Hamilton in particular the last few games has been pretty on. What is it about UConn that makes them so difficult to defend and play?
UConn's good. They got really good talent. And they got guys that can score. I think Jalen Adams is an excellent guard. I think he's going to be a guy like Nick Moore is in the league, where he's just, you know, that type of guard, that level. I mean, you can see how good he is. You know, everyone talks about the half-court shot he made yesterday, but he made some other big-time shots and plays that not everyone talks about because everyone talks about the one shot. He's really good. He made some big plays again today. Hamilton's just excellent, and he's a tough matchup. And, you know, you got Gibbs, you got Purvis. I mean, just they're good. Calhoun can shoot the ball. I mean, they just are a very good, well-coached, high-octane offensive team. And we're going to have to really defend. And we're going to have to do a great job against them if we're going to have an opportunity to win the game.
We just have time for 2 more questions. The gentleman in the back, and then we'll take it from you.
Yeah, so along those lines, you know, did you see anything different from UConn in this so far in this tournament from your previous 2 meetings?
Look, and when you're going back to back and now back to back to back, I don't know how much it comes down to the X's and O's. I mean, really, how much strategy you're going to be able to do. It comes down to the Jimmys and Joes. We're going to have to get it done on the court, and it's going to come down to the players making plays. It's going to come down to the Jimmys and Joes, not as much the X's and O's.
Coach,
Last question.
Coach, congratulations on the victory. The next 16 hours, talk a little bit about the preparation that you will put into tomorrow's game, and what will you tell them before the game for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament tomorrow?
You know, I've been fortunate that when we were in Conference USA, we had won 3 conference tournament championships. The difference is we would based on the TV schedule. On that Saturday morning for the championship, we play literally at 10 a.m. One time in El Paso, we had to play at 9 a.m. And our game ended about 7 p.m. We had to get the guys up at 6 the next morning. So, you know, at least we have a little more time to sleep in the morning than in those periods. But, you know, bottom line is we just got to, you know, get ourselves, you know, get off our feet, go back and watch some film, talk about some things, maybe a minor adjustment here and there. But in the end, I mean, we're going to have to play well, and we're going to have to, you know, our guys are just going to have to flat out get it done. I mean, it's going to come down to the players making plays, and we're going to have to do a great job of defending a very, very good and talented UConn basketball team.
Thank you, Coach.